Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's truly one for the books. Forget everything you thought you knew about the ocean's top predator, because we're about to meet a shark who traded in his fins for a farmer's hat. That's right, we're talking about a shark who became a farmer. Now, I know what you're thinking, a shark on a farm. It sounds like something out of a wild dream, but trust me, this story is as real as the soil under our feet. So, how did this incredible journey begin? Our story starts with Finley, a great white shark who felt a calling that was, shall we say, a little unconventional for his kind. While his peers were chasing schools of fish, Finley was dreaming of rolling hills and fields of gold. He felt a deep, rumbling desire not for the ocean's bounty, but for the Earth's. One day, he decided to follow that dream, leaving the deep blue behind for a life on land. It was a bold move, a leap of faith into a world completely unknown to him. Imagine the scene, a massive shark used to the weightlessness of water, now navigating the solid ground of a farm. The first few days were a comical struggle, a fish out of water story in the most literal sense. But Finley was determined. He didn't just want to live on a farm. He wanted to become a farmer. He spent weeks observing his human neighbors, studying farming manuals with intense focus, and learning the rhythm of the land, the language of the seasons, the feel of the soil, and the promise held within a single tiny seed. He was ready to start his new life, his first major task, plowing the fields and planting rice. Now, you can't exactly push a plow with fins. Finley, being the innovative shark he is, knew he needed some serious horsepower. He got his very own tractor, a big, sturdy green machine that became his trusted partner. Can you picture it? A great white shark perched proudly in the driver's seat of a tractor, navigating the fields with surprising skill. At first, it was a bit clumsy. He might have made a few crooked rows, and steering with his fins took some getting used to. But Finley's determination was unbreakable. Soon, he was plowing perfect, straight lines, turning the earth with the precision of a seasoned pro. He carefully sowed the rice seeds, patting the soil down gently, his powerful form moving with a newfound grace. It was a sight to behold, a symbol of how passion can overcome any obstacle. The fields were prepped, the seeds were sown, and Finley's farming adventure had officially begun. As the rice shoots began to emerge, green and vibrant against the brown earth, Finley's heart swelled with a pride he'd never known in the ocean. This was something he had created, but with growth comes new challenges. Pests, tiny insects with a big appetite, started to appear, threatening his precious crop. A farmer's work is never done, and Finley knew he had to protect his future harvest. Walking through the vast fields to spray insecticide by hand would be impossible and inefficient, especially for a shark. So, what did our forward-thinking farmer do? He embraced modern technology. Finley invested in a high-tech agricultural drone. This wasn't just any drone. It was a state-of-the-art machine designed for precision spraying. Learning to operate it was his next big challenge. He spent hours with the controller, his fins surprisingly nimble on the joysticks. After a few practice flights and maybe one or two close calls with a barn roof, he mastered it. The sight was absolutely surreal. A shark on the ground, expertly guiding a drone as it soared over his fields, delivering a fine, targeted mist of eco-friendly insecticide exactly where it was needed. He protected his crop without wasting resources or harming the surrounding environment. Finley the shark wasn't just a farmer. He was a smart farmer, combining age-old agricultural wisdom with cutting-edge technology. His neighbors, who were initially bewildered, were now watching with admiration. The seasons turned, and under Finley's diligent care, the rice flourished. The tender green shoots grew into tall, strong stalks, and eventually, the fields transformed into a breathtaking sea of gold. The rice grains were full and heavy, bowing their heads as if in acknowledgement of the farmer's hard work. It was time for the harvest, the most rewarding part of a farmer's year. This was the moment Finley had been working towards, the culmination of all his effort, learning, and dedication. The feeling of accomplishment was even more profound than catching the swiftest tuna in the ocean. To bring in this massive harvest, his tractor just wouldn't be enough. Finley needed a combine harvester. He got behind the wheel of this colossal machine, a true titan of the field. With the same focus and precision he'd shown all along, he steered the harvester through the golden stalks. The machine roared to life, cutting, threshing, and cleaning the rice in one smooth, powerful process. Golden grains of rice poured into the harvester's hopper, a river of treasure earned through sweat and perseverance. Finley worked from sunrise to sunset, his powerful presence a steady force against the vast landscape. He wasn't just harvesting rice, he was reaping the rewards of his incredible, unlikely dream. The shark who had once ruled the ocean was now the undisputed king of his golden fields. With the harvest complete, the farm was quiet again. Finley stood by his barn, looking at the sacks of rice piled high. It was a testament to his journey. He had faced skepticism and overcome immense challenges, proving that you can achieve anything you set your mind to, no matter how impossible it seems. He had learned to read the sky, to understand the soil, and to nurture life from a tiny seed into a bountiful harvest. He found a new purpose, a new community, and a new sense of belonging far from the ocean waves. Finley, the shark farmer, became a local legend, a symbol of courage and the amazing things that can happen when you dare to follow your heart, even if it leads you to the most unexpected places. And that's the story of Finley, the shark who traded the sea for the soil. It is a wonderful reminder that our paths in life don't have to be defined by where we come from, but by the passions we choose to pursue. I hope this story brought a smile to your face and a little bit of inspiration to your day. What an incredible journey! Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure.